Ringo TV Reactions back at you again with another one. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Let's get down to work, fam. Let's go.
Cooking is not a part of being a girlfriend either. It's not even really part of being a wife. I mean, think about that. Think about it. Why? I mean, just honestly, why is cooking being part of being a wife? Did he meet you cooking? Did he meet you at the restaurant that you was cooking at or something? Is that why he fell in love with you? Because he saw that you were a cook? So it really doesn't have anything to do with marriage or a relationship. Cooking is for when you can't or don't want to go out to eat, or if you are hungry and you want to cook something. It doesn't have anything. It's not even in the marriage vows. It ain't even in the marriage vows. But to provide and protect is, baby, how you doing?
Guys, this is the problem that we have right now. After hearing this, after hearing what she said, right, you're going to get a passport. Because this is what we have in society today. You got a lot of guys out here that are doing well for themselves. And they're not trying to invest into women that are this selfish. I mean, the audacity of this woman to spew this level of toxic madness for other women to consume that poison, only to go out there and think that it's not their responsibility to cook for a man, but they want you to provide for them. And you guys, or should I say you ladies, are wondering why these brothers ain't trying to marry you. This is what we have out here. I'm telling you, ladies, y'all in trouble. Y'all in trouble, man. Because I know a lot of you ladies listen to this sprinkle character. That woman is toxic, bro. Extremely venomous. She feed a lot of women very, very destructive advice. And I promise you, 99.9% of any woman that listens to her is single and miserable. Have no husband, no man, and growing old. I mean, she don't even believe in cooking for a man. And she's supposed to be married. But then again, she's married to like a guy that's probably like 150 years old. So I don't expect him to want anything to eat anyway, because he pretty much gonna be dying soon. Probably already did, and she already done collected the pension and all the money. But I don't know what's the matter with this woman, bro. Like, she just have an evil spirit that you could just look and see it. You can literally see it, guys. But women, women go to her for all their advice, especially young women. Matter of fact, I can guarantee you, if she was to take her analytics and put them publicly, it would show that majority of women in their 20s and teen years actually listen to her. It's sad, guys, but believe it or not, I promise you, if I could get this sprinkle character to just post her analytics to show who view her videos, I promise you, it's women that are in their early 20s, late teens. They listen to her religiously. Because these younger women are trying to get over on men. Again, guys, you have to understand the game. The game is rigged. Sad to say, you're not going to be able to find yourself a woman who is chaste, discreet. You're just not going to be able to find that. Not in this lifetime. If you do, it's a miracle, right? You're normally going to be getting with a woman that got kids already by some other guy or 3 other guys. You know, your chances of getting with a woman that got no kids is pretty much a miracle in today's day. That's just the way it is, guys. You have to accept the reality of what's going on here. But now, moving forward, she believed that cooking is not required, that women are not supposed to do that. Like, that's not in the vows. You're not supposed to do that as a girlfriend, and you're definitely not supposed to do that as a wife. So I'm trying to figure this out, ladies. Is this what you're listening to? Because you brothers, man, look, guys, y'all got to take my advice, brothers. Listen to me very carefully. Don't get married, bro. Don't do it. All you guys out there, the sound of my voice, listen to me very carefully. Do not get married. Not in this lifetime. It's not fit, bro. Just be a single brother and just deal with women accordingly until one of those women decide that they're going to respect you enough to get on your program and obey, listen, and take heed to your instructions as a leader, as a man. And then if you see fit that this woman has adjusted her life to participate in the assignment of being a helpmate to you, then you can upgrade her. But until then, you just deal with them accordingly. Do you understand? Don't fall for the okie doke, bro. You guys work too hard, bro. You work too hard to be in this wicked land only to run into a woman like this. Nobody don't want to see that mess. Let's listen to what she said, fam, so y'all can hear this again.
Cooking is not a part of being a girlfriend either. It's not even really part of being a wife.
So she don't believe that cooking is a part of being a wife. So how is she supposed to take care of the kids? How are we as men to get with a woman and say, okay, I'm going to get with this woman because I want her to be the mother of my children? How is she going to sustain the house if she don't believe in cooking? And this is what women are listening to. Women go to her for their advice. There's a lot of women that are waking up now, though, especially on TikTok. A lot of women, they going in on her on TikTok. Oh, they can see who she is already because she has an evil spirit. I could look at her and I can tell that she got many demons, many legions of demons, because for any woman to say these things, you got to understand that they have no love whatsoever for any man. And they were never raised with their father. You have to understand that, because when if a woman was raised with her dad, she would have saw her mother cooking, because any woman in her right mind would know the way to a man's heart is through his stomach, meaning you got to feed your man. You can't expect a man to go out there and provide, protect, and work and do everything that he need to do to provide a lifestyle for you, and you ain't feeding him. So you don't care if he die. How you expect your man to live long if you ain't feeding him nutritious foods? So it's very clear this woman is insane. And any woman that would listen to her gotta be insane. Any woman that would think that she's gonna get a man that's gonna provide for her, but she don't gotta cook for him, you're crazy. You gotta be out of your mind. No man would tolerate that. No man would sit around and provide for a woman, paying her bills, buying her shoes and clothes, and his belly is empty while she having a good old time, bragging about how she got a provider. But she ain't cooking no meals. The brother is starving. He got to go get Chinese food. He got to order out. Guys, if you're with a woman and you got to order fast food and you got to do this every time and she don't cook for you, you got to leave her, bro. It doesn't matter if you're able to get it in and have some sort of sexual relationship with her. You got to let her go, bro. You're with the wrong woman. She don't respect you. There's no way that she got love for you, bro. A woman is supposed to know that her responsibility is to cook and provide nourishment, meals to sustain your life. See, women want a provider that provide money and a lifestyle, but they don't believe in providing you anything. This is why guys do not find it interesting to even think about marrying a woman. We don't mind sleeping with the woman, but we're not marrying them because we got to deal with stuff like this. And when guys hear videos like this, it further pushes them away from the idea of wifing a woman up. What man would want to do that? Knowing that this is the toxic poison that women consume on a daily basis. It's a scary day today. Very, very scary day. A lot of guys that are watching the stream right now, they're like, look, fam, I ain't never getting married. I'm just going to deal with these women, do what I got to do, and keep it moving. And you can't blame them. You cannot blame a brother in today's day that says, look, I appreciate what you say, Ringo. I appreciate that you're a family man and all that other stuff, but bruh, I'm never getting married, bro. Not in this lifetime, fam. I'm just going to kick it with these broads, do what I got to do, because it's just too much drama. It's too much nonsense going on, bro. You know, it's like a brother can't even find a decent sister to settle down with because it's like women just focusing on a brother's money. And on top of that, to add insult to injury, they don't even know how to be a wife. It's like they just want me to provide a lifestyle. I don't got no time for that, fam. I ain't no trick. You know? They don't offer you guys nothing. It's like, what am I with you for? I can just go get me a woman of the night. Might as well I just go get that and call it a day. Now you got to think about this, ladies. It would be much better for a brother to go hire a woman for the weekend than to get with you. At least he know what he getting. I mean, that woman of the night is no different than you because you got multiple guys on rotation either way. So who are you to judge what he's pretty much trying to do? Matter of fact, it would be safer to get with the woman of the night and pay for her rather than getting with you because you deal with all these different guys because you're trying to get a lifestyle provider male and you're most likely sleeping with these guys. So you're more dangerous to actually get with. Whereas the woman of the night actually take care of herself, make sure that she's good to go. Now, I know it sounds kind of crazy, nor am I pretty much telling men that this is the options they need to do. What I'm saying is this is the world we're in. I don't got to tell these guys to do nothing. I'm not encouraging anything. All I'm saying is this. You ladies are listening to this type of toxic advice, and you're wondering why these guys are not trying to marry you. Because they know that you're listening to this woman. Listen, I can guarantee you, brothers, these women are listening to this woman right here on the screen. I'm telling you, in secret, they listen to her. They're not going to tell you, but they listen to her. They tune in. Trust me, they do. They tune in because they think she got some sort of game. Listen, this woman don't got no young brother that's getting money. This woman is with an old, washed-up guy that most likely can't even get it up. She's most likely playing around with Rose toys and probably got some other dude on the side. Come on, man. Nobody's fooling me when it comes to the game. She's with that old fella for the lifestyle. She's not with him because she loves him. She's waiting for dude to die. I'm just speaking facts, bruh. And it's a sad day because she literally will teach young girls to go out there to find a provider male just to get his money. And really, they're so delusional that they think us brothers are not listening in on the conversation. Like they're really on social media doing this and think that it's sort of like a private affair. No, us brothers are tuning in too. And we're picking up on your game. And this is why we got to do content like this, because we got to prepare you brothers, because we know that you already know this. You should know this. If you're a seasoned brother in the game, you should know that most women just want your money at the end of the day. And they're going to use their body to try to seduce you in. Bruh, you're more, you would have better results hiring a woman of the night. I'm serious, guys. Because at least you know what you paid for. Other than dealing with the headaches of all this madness. So you got a choice, guys. It's either you get those passports and flee the country to see what's out there, or remain in this prison with this delusion. Because this is crazy. Imagine getting with a woman and this is how she think, where she don't believe in providing you any sort of meals.
I mean, think about that. Think about it. Why? I mean, just honestly, why is cooking being part of being a wife?
Wow.
Did he meet you cooking? Did he meet you at the restaurant that you was cooking at or something? Is that why he fell in love with you? Because he saw that you were a cook? So it really doesn't have anything to do with marriage or a relationship. Cooking is for when you can't or don't want to go out to eat, or if you are hungry and you want to cook something. It doesn't have anything. It's not even in the marriage vows.
Wow. She said it's not even in the marriage vows. So she believed that you're not supposed to cook for your man.
It ain't even in the marriage vows. But to provide and protect is, baby, how you doing?
Notice that. She believes in that the man has to provide, but she forgot about the part that says you have to obey. She forgot about that part. Isn't that interesting? Guys, when I tell you, 99.9% of women listen to her. Don't be fooled, brothers. I'm telling you the truth. Women that are viewing this live right now, they follow her. Trust and believe, faithfully. And they soak up everything she says. They take it as gospel. And they literally go out there trying to find this provider male. This is why I keep telling you, a lot of you guys in the truth, you got to be careful, because you'll have women that'll listen to her, and then they'll kind of swing over to your platform, try to butter you up a little bit, making you think that they feeling you and whatnot. And they really just trying to get in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? You got to know the game, bruh. A woman who is true, she don't care about your money. She's more interested in you and how you treat her. She's not focusing on, well, you got to have a certain amount of money. You got to be this. You got to live here. You got to live there. Those kind of women are gold diggers, bro. You got to see that. You got to recognize the signs. This is why, as a brother, you got to be educated in the game and you know, listen to different brothers that is in these YouTube streets. There's a lot of brothers in these YouTube streets you could listen to that got game, and they can put you on, you know what I'm saying, to what's going on in these streets. You know, every one of these brothers, even though a lot of times as black men, we can be, I guess, we're very competitive. And a lot of times we don't acknowledge one another. You know what I mean? And it's like we do this nonsense to try to hide the truth, or we want everybody to be watching us and whatnot. And that's not good for business when it comes to making sure that these brothers are equipped. Because when it comes to these women, they don't play by that game. Their job is to feed these women enough poison so that they can hustle you. So if more brothers are listening to this truth, then we're going to be able to save the younger brothers from going through a lot of the nonsense that us older cats been through. You know what I mean? We can't be selfish with this truth. We got to prepare these young brothers coming up in the game, because they're getting played. A lot of these young cats getting played, bro, right now. You got some brothers, they just got a job, just got his first paycheck, and already some young woman out there taking advantage of him. He don't know no better. He think that it's love, not realizing that she's just playing him. She already got another ninja on the side. He think that's his only woman. He think that she's faithful. We got to put that brother on game to let him understand that young sister is not as faithful as he think. We got to give him the game so he can recognize the signs, so that when he walk outside, he not dumb. I mean, you wouldn't want your son to be out here getting played, would you? This is toxic poison. A woman is supposed to want to feed you. A woman is supposed to want to care for you. The way she's talking is as if though you don't matter, only your money. And that's the truth. You really don't matter to these women, guys. I know it's shocking. This is why you got to get that passport. But see, when you get that passport as a man, you got to use that passport accordingly. Don't be like these guys that just go overseas to do the same nonsense they do over here. If you're a brother, look, guys, you have to listen to me very carefully. If you're a dude and you're just trying to smash abroad, right? You don't even need to get a passport to do that. That's easy to get right here in America. I'm talking about the guys that want a decent woman and you're trying to build something on a serious level, which means you're in the game. You're like, look, I done played around. I done did this. I done did that. I'm trying to build, trying to have a family, settle down. But it's like these broads out here are not really about that life. So my only options at this point is to get this passport so I can see what's going on in the world, because a lot of us, we in the Americas and we don't realize that there's a whole world out there that we never seen. The United States is small compared to the rest of the world. There's a whole world out there that we never knew exists. Places, women that you never even seen before. Women that if you were to get around them, you would be like, man, all this time this been out here and I ain't know? Yeah. So we had to explore and find out what's going on, because in America, the system is designed to keep you back, bro. It's designed to keep you frustrated. So now the type of life you're going to live in the United States is typically just pumping and dumping. That's pretty much what the average guy does. If you really be honest with yourself, the typical guy just pumps and dump, because you're unable to find a woman that really want to settle down and be your woman. She just don't want to do that. She want to play. She's not interested in being a wife. I mean, guys, if you were to go out there and just ask a woman, are you interested in being my wife? She'll get turned off by that. She'll block you and ghost you just for asking the question. How dare you ask me, would I like to be your wife? She look at that as being disrespectful to her. She would more like want you to just use her for sex. As long as you're taking her out, as long as you're paying for things, she don't mind getting in the bed. So I'm trying to figure this out, guys. Aren't we coming up short? I mean, if you think about this, you're spending X amount of money on a dinner date, right? Hundreds of dollars on a dinner date. You're flying women out. You're doing all of this in order to bang them. Wouldn't it have been easier if you just hired a woman of the night and just paid her a fee to do what you need to do if that was the goal? I mean, you would be actually saving money. Now, it sounds crazy, but if you really think about it, on both spectrums, both of them are selling themselves. Think about that. Let it marinate a little bit. You're actually losing while trying to date. You're spending thousands of dollars on a woman that's not even planning on sleeping with you, number one, because she's just running game on you. You're wasting your time talking. You're trying to get to know this broad, wasting energy. It's counterproductive. You could have just hooked up with a sister that gave you a price and said, look, this is what I do. I do this well. Whoopity whoop. I'll swing by your crib. We can go here or there. And it is what it is. You can have your way. Right? Now, again, follow what I'm saying, because you're going to have those with selective hearing. They're going to say, Ringo is promoting that you guys pay for prostitutes. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm showing you is the fact that you're losing. You're not gaining anything. You're actually more stressed dealing in the dating game when you could have just paid for exactly what it is you're looking for. This is why I'm saying, if you're going to get a passport, it should be to go find a woman that you're really trying to wife up and build a family with. But if all you're interested in is just trying to smash, why are you even wasting your time dating an American when you could just hire a woman of the night? Like, it makes no sense. Because the woman of the night, although it's looked upon as a bad thing, and it is, she's actually more clean than the woman you're chasing around trying to date. Because the woman that you're trying to date is messy. Again, I'm going to do a reaction video to a video where you had this woman talking about her poly life, right? And let me see if I have it on my phone, fam, because I could probably just play the audio for you, because it's really sick. Because I want to show you how sick the game is. Because this woman that claims she has her poly life was talking about all of the guys that she talked to, and it's just really disgusting, fam. And I'm like, so hold up. So you're doing all of this mess. You're worse than a woman who you claim is out there doing something else. Let me see if I can find this, because I think I had it. I don't know if I still have it on this phone, but it was just some sick mess. And I'm like, what is this woman doing, bro? I don't know if I have it, but let me see. I keep scrolling, because a lot of times I find material and I kind of just save the material to my phone. But let me see. I probably don't even have it here, fam. Oh, is this it? Yeah, this is it. I got it. I got it here. Check this out.
But I know that many of you don't understand what that means. So I'm going to draw you a diagram to explain what my life looks like as a solo poly person. So I am at the center, and I am my primary partner. There are people who I'm exploring, people who I'm dating, my friends with benefits who I'm romantic with and sexual with, my lovers who I'm sexual with, my partners who I'm 10 toes down with, satellites who come in and out of my life, and playmates who I play with in the kink and swinging spaces. My life is filled with so many beautiful people who love me, care about me, and all of our relationships are slightly different, but the love is the same. And when it comes to my sexual partners, of course, I am protecting myself by getting tested regularly. I'm currently on PrEP, and I give my partners my test results, and we talk about what our sexual experiences are to make sure that everybody involved is protected. Because if I were to do like other lines from certain partners, they have connections to wives or husbands or other partners that they interact with. So yes, it looks like a lot. Yes, I can keep up with it all. Yes, I have calendars. Yes, I make time for all of them. Yes, we communicate. That's a part of being poly.
Wow.
Fuck y'all, but I know that many of you don't understand.
Now, remember I told you, fam. Remember I told y'all to be careful with these women that claim they are part of this poly thing? Remember I taught, do not compare poly with polygyny. Remember I taught that? Put a 1 in the chat if you can recall me teaching you many times. Don't compare people you see on social media talking about they are part of this poly life. That's what the life is. It's a life of a woman who is extremely promiscuous. I mean, she's sexually active with 1,000 guys. That video, I'm going to do a reaction on that one separately, but that's just to go to show, guys. Would you rather get with her or get with a woman that you can hire for the night? Because I can promise you, the woman that you can hire for the night actually focus on her business, whereas that woman is disgusting. She's all over the place. All over the place. It's a messy situation. So again, my point is not to encourage you guys to go out there to get women of the night. That's not what I'm saying. My point is, if you're going to get a passport, don't get a passport because you just wanted to sleep with a woman. That's dumb. You could have did that right over here. You get what I'm saying? Get a passport is if you're trying to find a decent woman to have a life with. But you have to understand that just getting a passport is not going to be the answer to all of the problems. Because, again, we hear a lot of brothers on social media talking about get your passport, get you this, and get you that. Do you even know the languages of the women in all these other countries? Do you even have an understanding of the culture, the language, the food? Do you even have that information? Because, again, the last thing you want to do is get a passport and you're overseas and you don't even speak the native language. So you're going to be just looking dumb out here and desperate and thirsty. So if you're a man, you want to make sure that if you're going overseas, if you're going to a particular country or whatever the case is, you want to get an understanding of the language. You want to brush up on the language. You want to learn the language so that when you go to these places, you can at least have a conversation with a woman. But if you're just going over there because you're trying to get some buns, then you're just a sick, thirsty guy that is wasting your time. Like, seriously, you're no different than the women over here. You're just thirsty and you're trying to get a passport because you're trying to go bang abroad. If you're going to do this, how about relocate? How about get out of America if it's that serious? You know? Start a whole nother life somewhere else. There's a lot of guys that do that. There's a lot of guys that left America and, they do business overseas and they found themselves a woman. And for whatever reason, they end up learning the language. They end up learning the customs and various other things, and they settle down. But it's not going to be an easy task. You see, you don't want to do this, getting your passport thing just to go down to the average places a lot of these thirsty guys go to in terms of going to DR, going to Medellin, and go over here. And you don't want to be doing all of that mess, because if you notice, a lot of those guys end up dead. A lot of those guys end up getting some scopolamine in their drinks or whatever the case is. And next minute they're getting robbed. And we hear these stories, these nightmares all the time. And typically it's happening because a lot of guys are frustrated with what's going on in America. They go overseas, but they're not going over there with good intentions. They're going over there because they just want to screw. So to each his own. I mean, if that's what you want to do, then hey, it's your prerogative. Just know the consequences of what you're getting involved in. Because a lot of times when we hear brothers getting their passports, they always go into the same locations. And I'm like, guys, there's other parts of the world you can go to. Why y'all always going to the same locations? Why? Because you're just trying to screw. That's it. So, hey, if that's your thing, hey, to each his own. Just know that if you're just trying to bang abroad, you can do that right in America. It's very easy to do that. You got women that are literally selling themselves. You got women out here that will do whatever you want for a fee. So I don't see why you don't just do that right here. It doesn't even make any sense, because you'll save more money. Because in the dating game, you're actually losing all your money. Dating an average woman in today's day is a waste of time and a waste of money, because she's requiring that you got to pay for all these dinner dates, that you got to shop and do all this stuff. And it makes no sense. Like, who does that? I mean, picture a man telling a woman, you got to take me on a dinner date and you got to pay for me to do this in order to sleep with me. Because again, guys, the end goal when you're meeting a woman in America to date them or whatever is you're trying to fuck. Like, let's just cut to the chase. We're not here to play. We're not here to do anything. We're adults. So these women know that you guys want to get it in. So they're selling themselves no different than the women of the night. It's the same business, bro. So don't let them fool you. It's the same business. It's just that one recognize what they're doing and they're not ashamed of what they're doing, whereas the other is trying to act like she's a decent woman who's just looking for a good man, when really she's just looking for a trick. She's just looking for a guy that she can hustle. It's all the same business. They're both selling themselves. They both have a price. So you have to decide as a man, which price are you really going to pay? Because the woman of the night, she's not going to give you no stress. She know what the assignment is. You paid for her time and that's it. There's no strings attached. There's nothing there. Whereas the woman you trying to date, while you chit-chatting with her and paying for this dinner, you don't know what other man she talking to. You don't know what other guy she entertaining. Now, you're doing all of this because you think that she really feeling you. But you're wasting your time. And there's several guys that are taking her out on dates. So all of you brothers are wasting money. Whereas the woman of the night, her fee was pretty much straight to the point. You already knew you weren't getting into no relationship with her. You knew she ain't your wife. You ain't trying to have no kids. So the transaction was, it is what it is. Now, again, I am not encouraging you to go get yourself a woman of the night. What I'm trying to show you is you're actually losing money in the dating game in America. You're losing more money. And you're wasting your time. This is why I keep telling you guys, stop taking women on dinner dates. I would never take a woman on a dinner date. Never. I'm cut from a different cloth. I would never take a broad on a dinner date, bro. That's a waste of time. A woman is supposed to cook for you. Now, again, she is telling you guys that she's not cooking. And she's recommending that other women don't cook. Listen to the tape.
Cooking is not a part of being a girlfriend either.
Wow.
It's not even really part of being a wife. I mean, think about that. Think about it. Why? I mean, just honestly, why is cooking being part of being a wife? Did he meet you cooking? Did he meet you at the restaurant that you was cooking at or something?
Who is raising these women, bro? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Like, who is raising these women? This is why I keep telling you, brothers, man, focus on what you do as a man. Focus on your gifts. Focus on your calling. Focus on your money. And as you do that and you get in your paper and women start to notice you and they come to you, right? Then you deal with them accordingly. But to be out here chasing these broads around, bro, it is such a toxic game right now. It's like, it's a waste of time, especially if a woman is getting the bag. It's even more toxic when you run into a woman that's getting hers, because it's like the more money a woman actually make, the more she's unable to make good decisions when it comes to meeting men. Because in her mind, she is looking at how much she got, what kind of car she drive, where she lives. So now when it comes to meeting a man, if you don't have what she have or more, she judge you based on that. Real toxic, real sick. You would think that a woman would have common sense and recognize that, hey, you might have accomplished more than that man, but you don't judge a man by how much materials he got. Because again, us brothers, we don't judge women by their money. We'll date a woman that work at White Castles and we'll take care of her and we won't look down on her. But women, on the other hand, they don't see us brothers like that. So if you're a brother and you work at White Castles and a sister pull up in a Benz and, you know, you try to holler at her, as soon as you do that, she's going to look down on you based on where you work. She's going to look at you like, why would I waste my time with you? And you here flipping burgers. That's how they see it, fam. It's disgusting. I know, it's sad. She don't know that you got a business mindset. She don't know about the projects you're working on. She don't know about that $1 million plan you got. She don't know. But this is the mindset of what you get in America. The more money a woman make, the more she thinks she's above you, and the more she's going to look down on you because of hypergamy. They're always looking to date up. They're always looking to get with the guy that's at the top. And the thing is, it goes back to what I teach on polygyny. If all of you ladies are chasing after the guy that makes all the money, haven't ever dawned on you that you're all dating the same man? Have it ever dawned on you that that one guy that you think you're getting dressed up for has many women already? And see, this is the delusion. These women think because they're pretty that she's the only one dating that guy. No, he's dating 20 women. He's dating 20 of y'all. Y'all all getting smashed by the same guy. All the guys that are at the top are all screwing the same women because they keep gravitating towards the guy at the top because of hypergamy. You know, women in today's culture are not trained or taught to judge a man based on his character or how he treat them. Women are taught that a man is a good man if he got money. That's what they're trained to believe. They don't judge you by your character. They judge you by how much money is in your account. So if you got no money in your account, they look at you as a bad guy. But if you got at least $1 million in your account, oh yeah, you're a good man. They'll tell all their friends, oh, I met a good man. He's really good. He's a good man. He's such a good brother. A very, very good man. Well, what do you know about him? Well, you know what I'm saying? He got money. You know, he showed me his bank statement and it was 7 figures. It was 7 figures in there, fam. Wow, you got a good man. Wow. That's how they look at it, guys. It's sick, right? I know. But this is what the streets look like right now.
Is that why he fell in love with you? Because he saw that you were a cook? So it really doesn't have anything to do with marriage or a relationship. Cooking is for when you can't or don't want to go out to eat, or if you are hungry and you want to cook something. It doesn't have anything. It's not even in the marriage vows.
Wow.
It ain't even in the marriage vows. But to provide and protect is, baby, how you doing?
See, that's all they want from you guys is to provide for them and to protect them, but they don't want to feed you. Let that make sense. Now, why would you provide for this woman if she ain't providing no meals? Do you really think she would be a good mother to your children? Of course not. If she don't believe in cooking for you, why would she cook for your children? These are things that us seasoned brothers look at. It's very easy for me to judge a woman to know if she's a good woman or not. It's very easy for me to do that because I have my wife as a blueprint. This is why, as a man, you're supposed to have a woman who have that standard by which you can judge women by. But if you don't got no woman, then how are you going to be able to judge these women to know whether or not they fit the bill as a good, decent woman? You ain't going to know. What you're going to judge is based on how her beauty look. So you'll judge her based on her looks. This is what a lot of you guys do. You look at a woman and you look at, oh, she look good. She have a nice body. She must be a good woman. No, that doesn't make her a good woman. You're judging with your lust, your desire. That's wrong. Bad way of doing things. You got to judge a woman by her character, what she bring to the table in terms of bringing you peace. You know, she got to bring you joy. She got to bring you peace. She got to provide something for you as well. She just can't be there saying, I want a provider and a protector, and she ain't cooking for you. She ain't cleaning for you. That's crazy. What's the sense of having her around then? What's the sense of having a woman around in your house if she's not cooking for you? Why would you as a man go out and spend your money to take her to a restaurant to feed her and she don't even know how to cook? I would never, ever take a woman on any dinner date. That's out of the question. She's supposed to be cooking for me. And if a woman cannot cook for me, I don't need her around me. This is why, brothers, you got to get with women that actually know how to cook. Shame on you as a woman. If you get with a man in today's day and you don't even know how to cook, like you need to sit down and take 20 seats. If you're a woman and you're in your 30s and you meet a brother and you don't even know how to throw down in the kitchen, you need to sit down. Don't even talk about being a wife. Don't even talk about being somebody's woman. And you don't even know how to cook. Like seriously, sit down and stay quiet. I don't even want to hear about your cooch. I don't want to hear about nothing. You don't know how to cook? That's one of the first things I'm going to inquire. What you cooking tonight? What you cooking? You talking to a sister and y'all chopping it up? And you know it's like Sunday or whatever the case is. What you cooking tonight? Oh, I'm not cooking. So you don't know how to cook? Nah, I don't cook. I eat out all the time. That's a red flag, guys. Red flag. She's not a good fit for you, bro. The last thing you want to do is get with a woman that don't cook. Worst kind of woman to get, bro, because she's going to make you spend a lot of money. You're going to be spending a lot of money on Uber Eats. You're going to be buying fast food every night, you know, and if you got kids, you're going to be spending like $60 on a bunch of fast food, $70 to $150 depending on what you buy, and you're going to do that every night. You're going to go broke. You're going to go broke, bro. And it's just a sad situation that we got to deal with, bro. And what's worse is that women listen to her advice. You got some beautiful sisters, man, that would take her advice and they'll go out in the world to try to find some guy to be this beta male provider. Don't fall victim to that, brothers. Don't take no women on no dinner dates. If you hollering at a woman, you tell her what she's cooking. She's talking about, oh, where you going to take me on a date? To your kitchen. What? Yeah, what you cooking? Cooking? I thought we going out. Yeah, to your kitchen. I want to know what you cooking. What you going to cook for me? I ain't cooking nothing. I thought you taking me out. Once you hear that, just hang up the phone, delete her number, and block her. You don't got no time to waste. She don't respect you. A woman who truly feeling you, even if she don't know how to cook, bro, she would find something to cook. Because she want to impress you and show you that she is the woman you need. You see? And if you get with a woman and she cook for you and throw down in the kitchen, that's going to win you over right away. I meet a sister and she invite me for dinner and I go to her crib and the place smelling good and she's cooking, cutting up the onions and peppers and doing her thing. Next minute, she provide me a hot plate and it's delicious. Bro, that woman ain't going nowhere. I'm keeping that woman on the team, bro, because her even taking the time to cook for me says that she respects me because she took that time to prepare that meal. When a woman don't feel it's necessary to prepare nothing for you, she don't respect you. She don't. These are the red flags and the signs to know. These are the indicators as a man that you're supposed to know. Your granddad, your father, they should have put you on game already. All your uncles should have told you, don't ever take a woman on a date. You spoiling them when you do that. Once you take her out and you spend all that money trying to impress her, you're a clown. Because at the end of the day, the only reason why you doing it is because you trying to smash. Bro, you ain't have to go through all of that. You know? Just keep it a buck. If all you was trying to do was hit, you should have just told the sister straight up and down, like, look, I'm not really trying to go out. I'm trying to hook up. You know what I'm saying? You with it or like, what's good? If she with it, she gonna rock. But if she trying to take advantage of you, she gonna be on that, nah, I don't do that. I don't do this. That's cap. She not no virgin, bro. Trust and believe. She done did a lot of dirt. That's why none of these women could pull a fast one on me. Because especially if they over 30, they not no virgin, bro. So all of that, oh, I'm celibate. I don't want to hear that. She's celibate for you, but she's not celibate for that other dude that's in her DM who she hook up with. When he call her up, she swing by the telly. She not celibate for him. She's celibate for you. Always remember the game, bro. When a woman say she's celibate for you. She not celibate for the next man. You know? She's not celibate for the next man. She tell you, oh, I didn't have sex in 2 years. Yeah, she tell you that. But the other guy, oh, she don't tell him that. This is why you guys got to move accordingly. and stop putting all your trust in women, because in today's day, man, the game is rigged, bro. I get it. We all want to get with a decent sister at the end of the day. We all have wishful thinking, but the game is effed up, fam. The game is effed up. Women are getting too much attention from different men, and it just swell their head up, bro. Especially the sisters that look good. They get so much attention from men that no matter what you say or do, it doesn't make them want to be with you anymore. Now it's all about, do you got a blue check mark by your name? Do you have a check mark? Are you affiliated with some sort of $1 million business? That's where their mind is at, guys. It's a sick world we're in. So it's best to just leave those women alone, because they're going to get ran through by the team. They really think that when they hook up with the guy with the blue check mark that he's single and don't got no other woman. This is how delusional they are. They really believe that that guy is single and have no access to no woman, when he got several women. She's just dumb and naive. Because of hypergamy, she's drawn to that guy because she's not really interested in him. She's interested in the lifestyle. She want to be like the Instagram models. She want to be like those women that take those photos in private jets. All those photos are fake. Guys, anytime you see women and they send you photos and it's like, or they post photos, whether they send you photos or post photos, and you see what appears to be a private jet or some sort of luxurious jet, and they're in the seat and they got wine glasses in their hand, all of that is fake. They got stages and sets where you can go to take these photos for your Instagram page. They're all fake. You know what I mean? You can do this on different boats, yachts. They got sets. They got different places in the United States that you can go to. You pay a fee, you go in, and you can take these photos that will make you appear like you're in a private jet. It'll make people believe that you're living this millionaire lifestyle. Because anytime you see these women and they do these photos, they always got a wine glass in their hand. Like, why do you got a wine glass in your hand taking a photo by yourself? Like, who does that? If you're in a plane, shouldn't you be relaxed? Shouldn't you have your seatbelt on? Shouldn't you be waiting to get off the flight? Like, it's like they're too relaxed. And when they take these photos, they be sitting on top of the chair with a wine glass. They be all reclined out, like, and with all this fake Louis Vuitton on. I mean, it's fake. None of that stuff moves me. It's like, it's just a turnoff as soon as I see it. Because no guy even want a woman who is just all out there like that. Like, what are you trying to prove? Like, show me the sister that's not even dressed all that fly, but she's a cutie. You know, I'm more amped to deal with her rather than that woman who try to come on the gram like she's Hollywood. Because I know anytime I see those type of women that look Hollywood, I know that that's not real. They all filtered out, got a bunch of filters on their photos. You don't even know what they really look like because they're not showing their true face. We got to deal with authentic, real women, guys. We got to deal with women that are true. This is why being on your purpose is one of the most important things we can do as men in today's day. And I know it's difficult because, you know, a lot of you guys, you want to settle down with a sister, you want to get with a woman. But again, you got to know what kind of guy you are. Look, guys, if you're that kind of guy that just want to smash, dash, do whatever it is, then you already know what you need to do. I don't even have to tell you anything because you're most likely doing it already, right? But if you're the type of brother that want to get with a woman and settle down, it's going to be difficult in today's day because the market is messed up. You got good women out there, right? Let me explain how the game is, man. You got women out here that are good women, right? But these women, because they're good women and the world is so toxic, they see all of us brothers as the same. So they're afraid of even meeting a man because they think that our intentions is just to smash. So she's busy saving herself and protecting herself, not realizing that she isolated herself in a prison. So now when a decent guy come along and try to shoot his shot or holla, she's accustomed to a certain lifestyle of either monogamy. So if she recognized that, let's say you're a brother and you got a woman, but you still trying to holler at her, she would reject your advances towards her because in her mind, she's like, well, I don't want that. I want a man that's monogamous, not realizing that no man is monogamous. So she might be a good woman, but because she have the wrong knowledge, the wrong information, she's looking for a unicorn. So what end up happening is because of hypergamy, she end up running into a guy that got a little bread. And because he's popular and he got a blue check mark, she end up opening her legs for that guy, right? She end up pregnant, and then that guy end up leaving because his intentions was never to marry her. His intentions was, this is a sought after woman, and I was able to bang her, and now I'm out. So now she's scarred for life with the hurts and the pains from that guy, and she got a baby out of the deal. So now she's bitter. So as she get older, when another good brother come along, she's a woman scorned. So now it's like, it's even more difficult for you to even deal with her because of the baggage she's carrying from all the hurts and pains from previous relationships. And this is the toxic ways we got to deal with in today's culture. It's really bad out here, guys. It's really, really bad out here. You're going to end up getting with women that you're going to be dealing with the demons that they got from other guys. You guys are going to run into women that's going to either have kids by multiple men, or you're going to get with a woman who's single, got no kids, but she got a lot of baggage and hurts and pains, and her mindset is toxic. Meaning as soon as she got into the relationship with you, her mind is toxic and she's unteachable, and you're not going to be able to teach her nothing because she's set in her ways. The worst thing you could do, brother, is get with a woman who's set in her ways. Like the woman on the screen, she's set in her ways. She don't believe in cooking. And she's teaching other women to be just like her. You would think that a woman who is allegedly married would teach women to be decent sisters, but no, she's teaching them that, hey, you don't got to cook for no man. How you expect that man to live a long life? Because if she's teaching women not to cook, then the old man that she's allegedly married to, we know he's struggling. We know he's suffering. And it's sad, man. It's really, really sad. So, hey, the best thing you could do, guys, is understand the cost of what you're investing in. The dating game is rigged. Taking women on dinner dates, wasting your time is dumb. Stop doing that. If that sister really feeling you, she'll cook for you. Not only that, if you're not interested in taking her on a dinner date, she's not going to ghost you because you don't want to go out on no date. She's going to figure out what else do you want to do besides that. Because if a woman is going to say, you know what, you don't want to take me on a date, then I'm done. It's over. Then that's a good thing because you know what her intentions was. Her intentions wasn't to get to know you. It was to get to know your wallet. So you dodged the bullet. It don't make no sense. A woman gotta feel you, bro. A woman gotta like you more than you like her. Do you understand? A woman gotta like you more than you like her. That is how the relationship is gonna go somewhere. But if you're the one that is liking her more than she's even interested in you, it's not gonna go nowhere because most women know how to fake the funk. They know how to act like they're into you, but they're really not. They'll smile, they'll do all that charm and all that mess, which is witchcraft and sorcery. And she'll get in, and before you know it, she got you gassed up thinking you the man. And she's just using you. So as men, moving forward in 2024, man, you guys, man, it's going to be a difficult task. I'm not saying it's easy, man. It's not easy. If you're in the Americas and, you don't have a passport and you're not really interested in traveling abroad, then you're going to have to really weigh your options in this concrete jungle of dealing with these women, bro. And this is why I say purpose comes first, not a woman. Purpose comes first. And as you doing that, women will come to you, or you will notice other women. And that is when you do your thing and see where it go. But most of the time, you're going to run into women that are toxic, women that just want your money. Again, guys, the more money you got, the more women that want that money is going to come to you. I think you should know that already. The more money you make, the more you're going to have women coming to you because they're really after the money, not really you. It's the money they're wanting. You know, they see you looking good, you driving good, or they heard you got a certain job. They can calculate, oh yeah, he looked like he got money. Let me give him some play. Some of these women will sleep with you just to get next to the money. You know? And you could feel the vibe if you're a brother that's seasoned in the game. I could pick up on women energy right away. I can tell if they feeling me. I can tell if they just interested in, you know, just trying to kick it for a bit to see where they can take that, see what they can get from me. I could read them a mile away. I'm not interested in women that flirt around me. That stuff don't say nothing to me. I'm not really interested in that. Like, you'll have women, they'll come around, they'll probably flirt and do little things. That stuff doesn't impress me. I feel that when a woman is true, she know what she need to do. She know how to hit a brother up. She know how to get it popping. And it doesn't take long to do that. So I'm not really interested in women who flirt. Stuff like that, to me, is a turnoff. It's a waste of time. It'll just make me think that woman is crazy, you know? Because you have to think about it. Like, when you hungry, you know how to go get food. When you're thirsty, you know how to get water. If you want clothes, you know how to go online and order what you need. It doesn't take that long to do it. So if a woman is really feeling you, it shouldn't take 30,000 years for that woman to recognize that the guy is right there. Like, go do what you got to do. It doesn't make any sense. So always recognize that, brothers. If a woman is feeling you, she's going to hit you up. She's going to shoot her shot. She's going to make herself known. She's going to introduce herself to you. It's not going to take 20 years to do that. But if you holler at a woman and she wasn't really feeling you, then the attraction level is not going to be where it needs to be. This is why it's not really good to chase women around. It's good to kind of like plant your seed in terms of, let's say you see a woman that you're interested in. It's good to introduce yourself and kind of make yourself known and whatnot. But after that, it's good to just like walk away and let her figure it out. Like, let her decide what she want to do. Because always remember, guys, when you holler at a woman, there's a 99.9% chance she got a man already or got other men in her ear. This is why you're never supposed to put your expectations so high when you shoot your shot with a woman. Don't ever just assume that she's single and readily available for you. It's not that way, fam. Especially if she look good. There's a dude somewhere that is in her ear. He might be hitting it. But she may not be serious about him. It may be just a thing that she's doing for the time, but she haven't really settled down. Like, she haven't really committed herself to say, okay, this is the guy I want to be with. So you coming in the picture might change her mind, and she might end up leaving that guy to get with you. And this is what women do. This is why the DMs are normally filled with a lot of guys, and she's literally waiting to see what her options are, which is another bad way of women judging men, because you can't judge men based on the outward appearance. I keep telling you, ladies, that's how you get yourself in trouble. You judge a man by how he treat you. That's it. How he treats you. You know? That's how you judge him. This is why being raised with a father as a woman is very important, because if your father was in your life and he provided that discipline, the love, and everything else, then it teaches a woman as she interact with men what to look out for, because she remember how her father was around her mom and how her dad treated her. You get it? And we're not just talking about when dad was angry. We're talking about all facets of dad in terms of the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. Because what it teaches a young lady is what a man is supposed to do. It shows her when he's angry, what he look like, what he sound like, and also when he's showing her a lot of love and trying to teach her and guide her in the right way. That's balance. Because when she get with a man, she'll recognize that when her man is angry, she knows how to respond because she remember when her father was angry is because he was displeased about something she did. So if a woman was raised with her father and she saw these things, then when she's with a man and she noticed that her man is disappointed, she don't see it as, oh, he just hates her or he's just bitter and angry. No, she see it as, my man is disappointed in me. I did something wrong. You get what I'm saying? But now if your man is putting hands on you, then now that's a whole different story. You need to get out of that situation. Because if you ain't see your father put hands on your mother, but your man is putting hands on you, then you know that's something your father never did. So that's out of pocket. You know, it's one thing to restrain a woman if she's trying to get in your face or try to stab you with a knife. But it's another thing if your man is disappointed in you and he start putting hands on you. That is when you know you need to get out of that relationship ASAP. Right? That's just the way it is, fam. You know? I see some people in the chat saying that somebody got a rose toy or something. I don't know, fam. Let me see what's going on, fam. Did I ruffle somebody's feathers up? Somebody's feathers got ruffled up because, you know, these women are always getting their feathers ruffled up. And a lot of time they be women that are over 50, like all the time. I'm serious, guys. A lot of times when I do these kind of topics, you wouldn't believe how many women that are older are always in disagreement with things that I'm saying. And I'm saying to myself, woman, have you not looked in the mirror and recognized your age to recognize that none of these guys are trying to get with you? Like, seriously, respectfully, we're not. We're interested in the 20-year-olds, you know what I'm saying? The early 30-year-olds. That's what we're into them. You know, it's like once a woman get up there in her age into her 40s, it becomes very difficult to deal with them because they're set in their ways. They got kids by other men, a lot of baggage, a lot of problems. She's ready to fight you, argue with you, and it's just too much to deal with. So guys are just not interested. They'll sleep with you, no doubt about that. But when it comes to actually dealing with you on a serious level, it's not that they don't want to deal with you. It's impossible to deal with you because your attitude sucks. And you have this attitude of not wanting to listen to the man. You don't want to obey him because you think you're better than him. You don't want to take heed to any of his advice. So there's no real incentive of him staying there to deal with that type of abuse. You get what I'm saying? So it's not that as an older woman, a man don't want to get with you. It's impossible to coexist with you because you're set in your ways due to all the past relationships you had of men that either hurt you or men you hurt, because it's not always a man hurting a woman. A lot of women be out here hurting men too. You know? So because of all the baggage from the past, you're punishing the new guy. How many of you guys been punished by a woman for the sins of other men? Come on now. How many of you guys been punished by women that take out their anger for their baby daddy on you? You know? And it happens all the time. And that's just the problem. You know? Let me see what this woman is saying in the chat. She says, y'all complain about women having options, but again, it's a problem when she doesn't. I don't entertain men unless I'm dating them. Y'all continue to contradict yourselves, and that's why we can't take y'all. How old are you, please? How old are you? At Nora, how old are you, please? Exactly, how old are you, please? And be honest, please. How old are you? because I can promise you that none of these guys are interested in you. I'm just saying this respectfully. I would really appreciate if you answered the question, though. How old are you? Because this is not the nursing home. Right? I'm serious. This is not the nursing home. This is not a dating site for women over 50. This is content where we're talking to the young brothers, you know what I'm saying, and men that are seasoned. See, one thing you ladies have to understand is this. The brothers that are in the 50s and 60s, they're interested in younger women. They're not interested in you older sisters. They're just not. You might think that you still got it, but we don't want you. You know what I mean? I don't walk outside saying, I got to get with a woman over 50. No, not interested. I'm interested in the younger sisters that are of marriageable age, the younger sisters that are within the ages of 20 to about, it depends on how she look, because sometimes you can have a woman who is probably pushing 40-ish and she looks very young. So it's about youth. If a woman is lacking in the youth department, it's going to be difficult for her to pretty much secure the deal with a man. And I think that a lot of times you ladies, y'all just don't get it. You know what I mean? She said she's 43, so that means 53. I mean, I know the game already. You have to understand, I know the game. I know the game. I understand you trying to bring the age limit down, but you have to understand, I know the game. You're not fooling me, please. Like, it would be good if you just be honest. Just be honest. It don't make no sense to come in here, because here's the thing, ladies. You're always lying about your age. Women never tell the truth about their age. They never do, guys. Because they know that if they say a certain age, us brothers are not going to be interested in you. But all we got to do is just look at you. All a man has to do is just look at you, size you up, find your social medias, and see what you got going. And if you're not up to par, they're not going to deal with you. So it's always good to be honest and upfront about what your status is and so forth. That way, when you get with a man, he will appreciate you for you. But don't lie to a man. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Always be honest, because if you get caught, then it's gonna mess up your options. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna mess up your options, and he's not gonna want to deal with you because you were lying the whole time. Right? I know a lot of women that lie about their age, and they're older women in their 50s, pushing 60 years old. And that's one thing you cannot do, is you can't fool a brother. I could look at a woman and I can tell her age just by her images. I can tell. It's not hard to tell. It's very, very easy. It's very easy to look at a woman and know where she stand based on how she look. You can tell. It's not hard to do that. So as women, it's always good to be honest about these things, because you might have a guy that might be interested in you, and if you're not honest and it come to find out later on that you were doing dirt, it can mess up your chances. So always be honest. Now, I can say what I want to say during my live. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that I'm 100%, because I don't know who that woman is. Maybe she's in her 40s. I cannot see her photo. It's super tiny, so I can't really see it. But the point that I'm trying to make here is men are going to only deal with you if you're cooperative and that you're interested in being on his program. So don't mind my jokes and my humor. That's just how I do. If you get offended, then that's just another sign that you're really not fit to be in a relationship with a man. Right? See, look at what she says. She says, I don't appreciate being called a liar. I'm out. Well, go hit the door. It doesn't bother me one bit. That's just another reason why. Look, guys, look. See, I'm running tests right here. What these women don't understand is I'm running a test. Listen, I literally put that woman through a test just now, guys. I'm showing you the game. I in real time, I'm giving that woman a test, and she already failed, bro. She already got offended. She's not fit to be in a relationship with a man. That's how fast they get offended, guys. I don't even know that woman. So why would she even be feeling a type of way about, oh, you calling me a liar? I don't know you. I don't even know you. Why are you so invested in me? I don't know you. You see what I'm saying? See, a real woman would have been like, you know what? Let me feel what this brother is saying. Let me hear what he's saying. Boom, boom, boom. So I can know what's really going on. But no, she got offended, guys. So what does that say? She won't listen to a man. A man can literally spit some real talk to her and she'll get offended the first day and she's out. That's how fast they leave these relationships. Do you see how fast she said, I'm out? That's how fast the relationship will end, guys. That's how fast the relationship will end. I gave her an opportunity to see how she can cooperate. I wanted to see if an attitude was going to come out. And sure enough, it came out. This is how I run this test when I'm talking to women, bro. It's so easy. All I got to do is just speak on something, they get upset. What are you getting upset for? Nobody here knows you. Nobody here can see you. Little avatar photo, nobody can see that. So common sense would tell you, oh, he can't see me. Nobody here knows me. What am I getting upset for? I mean, learn how to have some sense of humor. Learn how to understand when, I'm entertaining the audience. Learn how to recognize when I'm cracking jokes. Learn how to recognize when I'm, seeing how you move to test the spirits. And it's just sad, fam. Like, do you see how you can't even have a conversation without a woman getting her feelings and running away? Is that how fast you run away from relationships? So if I was talking to that woman, that's how fast she'll end the relationship, guys. That's how fast it'll end. I'm telling you, I know it's difficult for a lot of y'all to understand, but that's how fast the relationship will end. She would literally leave that quick. That's how easy it is, guys. She said, you know what? Y'all take care. That's sad, man. I was expecting her to be a little more civilized. I was expecting her to prove me wrong. And again, this is why as men, when you talk to women, you got to recognize the game, recognize the signs, and put the tests out there to test the spirits. Now, if she was a woman that had a sense of humor, she would have known how to respond back, and it would have made better sense. She could have responded back by saying, hey, you could think what you want, Ringo, but I know if you really knew who I was, you wouldn't be saying all that. You know what I mean? They don't know how to respond because they don't know how to interact with a man. A woman that understands and have a sense of humor, she would recognize, how to respond and how to have thick skin when a brother is talking. And this goes to show that she really don't have, the skills necessary to communicate with a man because she get offended real fast. And men don't want women like that. Whether somebody think you're lying or not, it's not for you to try to prove anything. See, what I gave her was the ultimate test that a lot of women should know how to pass. Stop trying to prove yourself to people. If somebody thinks something about you, then let them think it. They don't know you. See, common sense would tell her, Ringo don't know you. So common sense would tell her that. Ringo don't know you. His audience don't know you. Nobody don't know you. Right? Okay, so since nobody knows you, then why do you care so much about what they think? See, that's the kind of woman I'm interested in, is the woman who don't care what people think. Because she don't have nothing to prove to nobody. You see? She don't have anything to prove. And it doesn't make sense. If you're 43, then you're 43. Why do you worry so much? It makes no sense. You see? Getting mad, fam, you probably just missed your opportunity to get with a man. Like, seriously, these women don't know what they doing, bro. I like women that have a sense of humor. I like women that you can talk your ish, and because you're adults and you're mature, you know how to respond by saying, okay, you can say what you want. That's cool. That's cool. I bet you if I DM a picture to you on your Instagram, you'll change your mind. You know, a smart woman would know how to respond and recognize the game. But when a woman is in her feelings, man, it drains a man, bro. It really drains them. I remember I had this type of conversation with women in the chat before. I remember there was this one sister. I was like, nah, fam, she's probably like 65 years old. Turned out the woman was actually in her early 30s. You know what I mean? She proved it to me behind the scenes. But in the chat, I was roasting her. But she ended up hitting me up and was like, remember such and such? She sent me the screenshot. She was like, that was me in the chat that you was roasting. She was like, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? No hard feelings. But I just want to let you know this is me. You know what I mean? I'm not 65. I'm not some grandma. But I can appreciate that. You know why? Because she had tough skin. She wasn't crying in my chat and, well, bye, I'm leaving. Like, who cares if you leave? Nobody know you here. You know? It's better for all of us when you go. But don't get an attitude because you can't handle any criticism. So if you was my woman and I was criticizing you, you'll end the relationship right away. Right? That's how fast you'll leave the relationship. And this is how it be, guys. You could get with a woman and she's ready to give up on you just like that. Just like that, fellas. It's really, really sad, man. But it happens every day. You get with a woman and she don't know how to coexist, man. And this is why I keep telling you, a lot of you brothers, y'all just like, look, I'm not getting married because it's like, this is what we're going to deal with. Now, imagine you was in a relationship with her, fam. She'll end the relationship over the fact that you said she's a liar. You know? And it's not even that you're saying she's a liar. You don't know her. You know what I mean? You're literally investigating to see how she moved. That's what I'm doing. I'm just running a test. And a lot of women fail these tests. And once they fail those tests, that's all I need to know. You know? Sometimes women are able to prove themselves behind the scenes. But when we're doing a live stream, you have to understand, I'm communicating with my audience. I don't know who these people are. I never seen her before in my chat. You know, I don't recall her. You know, like there's certain ladies that pull up. We recognize their usernames. We see them all the time. So when we see somebody new, we're going to run our test. We're going to find out who this woman is. You know, because for all you know, it could be a man. You don't know. There's a lot of dudes that pose with female accounts to try to see how you brothers going to react to them. So we just can't just take somebody at face value and assume who they are is who they are. No, that's dumb. You know, if you see a woman with a nice image, her avatar shows a pretty face or whatever, don't assume that's a real woman. You got to assume that could be a dude, bro. It could be a man. I'm not saying that the woman is a man. What I'm saying is I don't know who the person is. This is why you got to get to know who people is and not just go off of avatars, because that's not smart. You know, it's not a smart thing to do, guys. So we're going to get up on out of here, fam. I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. You know, we said a lot, and a lot of information was shared that can help you out. You know, if you're a woman, understand that cooking is very important for your man. Don't leave your man with a hungry belly and you expecting him to be this great provider, because it's not going to happen. You know, he's going to end up resenting you due to the way you treat him. And that's not a good look, you know? And a lot of you sisters, when you watch my content, y'all got to stop getting y'all feelings, fam. Like, y'all got to grow up. We talking about grown folk conversation over here. And a lot of y'all be coming in here acting like little girls, crying and getting emotional, like somebody doing you dirty. Like, nobody here know you. Get to know people, fam. That's like walking into a party. We over here mingling, having a good old time. We never seen you before. You come up in there. One of the guests is drunk. They say a couple of things. You get in your feelings and you leave mad. I'm out. Like, come on, fam. You tripping. Like, learn how to hang out and get to know how we do things. You know what I mean? We always roast people over here. We always cooking people over here. And over time, the live chat, we get to know who's who, and people recognize faces, and it is what it is. Like, this is crazy, man. Half of you ladies might end up meeting a brother in the live chat, for crying out loud. Your husband might be in the live chat. You know, and you don't even know, because you don't even give nobody a chance. You just, at first glance, you offended. I'm out. Bye. Okay, cool. You've been praying to the Lord for a man all this time. Imagine that. Some of these ladies been praying to the Lord for a husband all this time. The Lord told them, go tune in to Ringo TV Reactions. She go tune in, get offended, and leave. Her husband was in the chat. That's how it be, man. The Lord told you, go tune in. Your husband was in the live chat. You know what I mean? Or maybe he's the host. You never know. He could be a moderator. You never know. You never know who he is. But the Lord probably sent this woman to go get her husband. And rather than her humble herself and have a sense of humor, you know, she get upset and leave and miss her opportunity. That's crazy. Wow, man. That's wild, fam. That is absolutely crazy, bro. Anyway, y'all, you know what I mean? I'm going to get up on out of here, man. Do what I got to do, man, because it's a lot of stuff going on in the world. And I just want to hit y'all with a live and just talk about these issues, because it's important to talk about these issues, man. But let me shout out this Cash App real fast. Shout out to Prodigal Son 75 for the $10 support. Salute, bro, for the support. You know? We're going to have a lot of content where we talk about stuff like this, fam. And it is what it is. But yeah, we're going to get on out of here, man. You ladies got to really stop tripping over words, because it says a lot about your character. It says that you're not fit to be in a relationship, because as a woman, you got to understand that when you're in a relationship with a real man, he's going to criticize you. He's going to talk about things. And if you get offended that fast and you're out, then this is another reason why a man shouldn't marry you. The last thing a man want to do is put his effort into wifing you up, and already you're ready to leave because you had an argument. When you're in a relationship, you have to have thick skin, very thick skin. Because if your husband or your man get mad and he curse your ass out, you got to be prepared to endure what he said. And if you're quick to get in your feelings and you don't understand what's frustrating him or why he's upset, then you're going to miss out on the opportunity to become a better woman. Because it could be something that you're doing or something that you're not doing that is pissing that man off. You know? Relationships is all about having thick skin and learning how to take criticism and, you know, adapting to one another. It's just that simple. So don't expect to be in a relationship if you're a woman and you can't take criticism, or you're always crying because you don't like when a man says something, he said it the wrong way, you crying. Come on, fam. Nobody got time for that. So, hey, we out of here, man. Y'all take care. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat. Ringo TV Reactions. We salute you over here. Peace and blessings. We out of here. Peace and blessings to Tracy in the building and V-Dub, man. Salute to the mods in the chat. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And always, everybody, be sure to use the Cash App when you're supporting the stream, because I don't shout out super chats. All you're doing is giving your money to YouTube. But I see you, Stacy, for your support. You know what I mean? But always use Cash App. You're basically taking your money and giving 40% to YouTube. Always use the Cash App. That is the best method to use, or PayPal. I don't have the PayPal link there, but because I could only pin one. I think I could pin both of them too. I'm not sure. I think I can have everything pinned. I'll probably do that next time. But always use the Cash App to support the shows, because you're just giving your money to YouTube, right? And it's like I'm not really getting the support that you give, right? So yeah, man, y'all take care. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Ringo TV Reactions. Peace and blessings to everybody out there. Y'all take care. We out of here. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.